In Matthew chapter 24, we see about this faithful and wise servants. So this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 45. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his master made ruler over his household, to give them food in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his master, when he comes, will find so doing. Assuredly, I say to you that he will make him ruler over all his goods. So who are these faithful and wise servants? It says here, when he comes, will find so doing. I say to you that he will make him ruler over all his goods. So this is something that happens when Jesus comes. So when Jesus returns, what's happening on the earth is that the Great Tribulation is going on. So when the Great Tribulation is going on, Jesus suddenly returns. And if you think about it, if you go into the Great Tribulation and be persecuted, and you are in like all kinds of terrible tortures, then how can you feed the servants of God? It says, who is the servant who give them food in due season? So in the Great Tribulation, a lot of Christians will be persecuted, and a lot of them will be dead. And when they are in such a terrible condition, like being tortured, suddenly the real Jesus will return to save them. So they're going to look up for their redemption. But if they are in such a condition, like being tortured, then how can they be feeding other servants of God? But there will be those who will not be under the rule of the Antichrist, because Jesus promised the Church of Philadelphia that he will exempt them from going through the Great Tribulation, which is the test that comes upon the whole earth. And just like God prepared a place for the Israelis during the Great Tribulation, God will help them flee to the wilderness, it says in the book of Revelation chapter 12. So just like that, God has a place prepared for the Christians also. And if you go into the Great Tribulation and be persecuted, it's almost guaranteed that you will be tortured to death. And then those people who get killed during the Great Tribulation, they will be resurrected in the first resurrection. So they will be resurrected to fly toward Jesus on the clouds. But there are those who are living when Jesus returns, the Bible says. And they will follow soon after to fly toward Jesus in a rapture. So these are the people who flee from the Great Tribulation, and they are waiting for Jesus alive. So these are the people who are these faithful and wise servants. So why are they wise servants? Because there are so many misleading doctrines these days, so that most Christians are unaware of the Great Tribulation coming, or they don't prepare for the Great Tribulation because they think they will be raptured before the Great Tribulation comes. So despite all this misleading information, some Christians will be wise to understand all these things. So they will prepare for the Great Tribulation. Also, secondly, to take care of the Christians during the Great Tribulation and help them evacuate to the remote place prepared by God, there are a lot of things involved, like logistics and the things to prepare and food. So these are the wise servants who will carry out all those tasks wisely. So that's why Jesus called these servants the faithful and wise servants. So these are the Christians who wait for Jesus alive and then be raptured, not the ones who get persecuted during the Great Tribulation and die. And Jesus said when he finds these servants doing so, when he returns, then he has a great reward for him. It says here, assuredly I say to you that he will make him ruler over all his goods. So he will make these servants take care of all the treasures of God. So, this is a really great blessing and a great reward. So this is worth living for. And I wish that you realize this and become faithful and wise servants who help other Christians flee from the persecution of great tribulation and take care of them. I wish you blessings from the Lord.